Welcome back. We're delighted to have you here. We're delighted the journey you've taken. And this week is going to be a week of very different than the things we've done in the past. I wanted to share a story with you about the way I see what this week is about. I was married to my second wife for 25 years. I've already mentioned I got 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. But with Monica, the girls, it seemed complete to me. And she left. She left me. And it was devastating to me. And of course, I felt like I was bad and wrong, or did something wrong, or whatever. And I tried to redeem myself, and I had all kinds of ugly thoughts about me, and about her, and about whatever. And it went on for a couple of years, really. And then one day, it just hit me out of the blue. She didn't leave me. She gifted me. In that moment I realized, it was just a moment, in that moment I realized she gave me my freedom. She always knew that she was going to leave. She told me that before we got married, which I didn't believe. That's a whole nother story. But she always knew, and it happened because her life and my life just didn't match, and what I was up to, it just didn't match. And when I realized she gave me a gift, everything changed in my relationship with her, with her new husband, with everything. I used to joke that Mark's my husband-in-law. Well, he became that. It's like I'm still the grand patriarch of the whole family, but it's like that because I feel complete and whole. I've got nothing going on with what happened in the past except a quarter of a century of good news, bad news, really shitty times, obviously, and some great love. All that stuff is all mixed in together, and that's a part of my life, and I'm free, and I thank her for that. Well, what we're really up to this week is for you to start to generate that level of possibility in your life.
Yeah, okay. Florence Chadwick was one of the most amazing female swimmers. In the 1950s, she crossed the English Channel in both directions. And after succeeding at that, she decided to take on a bigger challenge and swim a 30-mile journey on the coast of California. And through that swim, she had a whole team of people on boats around, and they actually had to shoot at sharks to push them off because they were trying to come at her. And she swam all the way through that for over 18 hours non-stop until a fog started to form. And the thicker the fog became, the harder the swim became for her. And eventually she said to her coach and the people, "Please take me out of the water, I can't do this." And the coach and everyone said, "No, do it, continue, you're almost there, it's just there." And she tried a little longer and she struggled again and she said, "No, I can't do it, I can't do it." And they tried to push her and she just couldn't do it. And she ended up being put back on the boat. And when she got on the boat, that's when she realized that she was less than a mile away from the shore. And so when she arrived back at the shore and people asked her what happened, she said, "This is no excuse, but with the fog, I just couldn't see where I was going. I just couldn't see anything, and it was impossible to put my energy and my strength in going there." And she proved that she was right, because a few months later she did it again on a beautiful day, and she did the whole thing without any problems. And that's something that I've seen over and over with the 20-odd thousand people that I've had a chance to work with. When people can see where they're going, they go there with ease. When people struggle with seeing the direction of the personal journey, it's always a struggle. And I've been doing vision boards, possibility boards for years and years with my clients and with myself. And I've seen the result of these possibility boards, because once you put these images of the things that you want in life or the places you want to go in life, suddenly you see doors, you see opportunities. And the latest one that's happened to me is that I put on my vision board last December that I wanted to reach 1 million views on YouTube. And as I put it on my vision board, I was a little sort of scared and thinking, how the hell am I going to do that? I'm not a pop star. I give training to entrepreneurs and business people. I'm not going to get millions of views for that. I don't have cat videos. And so every day that I looked at my vision board and saw this image, just sort of banged on my head. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this thing? Until one day, I remembered about a charity called the London Children's Ballet that I helped a year and a half ago. I went to see one of the ballets. They put these beautiful ballets with children from all walks of lives, and they're completely original ballets that they create for these children. They put a production on and then they film it like super high quality and they make it into a DVD. And after seeing the ballet, I told the founder that this was so beautiful, it really ought to go on the internet, to give a chance to children all over the world to see this beautiful ballet. And after a lot of thoughts, because they sell the DVDs and they thought, well, we're going to lose money and all that, I managed to convince them to do that. And I went back to that video and realized that in the last year and a half, it got over 65,000 views. And suddenly I remembered that that charity had been going on for 20 years. So they've got 20 years worth of DVDs and VHS of amazing ballets. If you make the math, 20 DVDs, VHS, 50,000 views, that's 1 million views. So suddenly I thought, that's it, I got it. I know how I'm going to get 1 million views. I'm going to help this charity to put all their DVDs online so that all the children in the world can see these incredible, beautiful ballets, and so that the charity can get all this incredible exposure all over the world and raise more money for themselves. And by helping the children get to see these ballets and helping the charity raise their money, I can fulfill my goal and I can achieve my vision, which is to get those 1 million views. And that is the magic of having a possibility board or a vision board, is that when you see every day the stuff you really want, and that's not the Ferrari outside of your door or the fancy house and the perfect things. That's not what it is. What you really want, the thing that really matters. You start seeing doors and opportunities on how to get them in ways that you would have never thought of to start with. So this week we're going to show you 2 different ways of making this possibility board. One on the computer and the other one on paper, so that you can choose the style that you want. This week is going to be a fun, creative week. And on Saturday, you'll again get a chance to reflect on what happened this week. Sunday, you get your relaxation day. And we're really excited to see you next week for the last piece of this journey on the art of creating a magical life.